everyone, and welcome to my first ever YouTube video. My name's Jen. You can find me on Instagram as Happy Jen. So I've decided to finally film my first ever YouTube video, and I'm super excited about it. I've been wanting to do this for a really long time, and since my word of the year for 2018 is fearless, I decided it was time to just suck it up and do it. So here we go. My first page in 2018 is my personal word of the year, which is fearless. Next, for my January spread, I have my Yoga with Adriene True 30-Day Yoga Journey. She is one of my favorite people to watch on YouTube. I do her yoga videos almost every single day, and this series has been really fun to do and has been really motivating me to focus on myself this year. Next, we have my January monthly spread. I used a vertical design for this one with one side for work and one side for personal. And then on the right side here, I have goals and action plans and rewards. This is a system I found through the Law of Attraction Planner. More information about that in another video. Next, we have my habit and mood tracker. I tracked a few habits here, trying to do the miracle morning over here, and then you'll see my mood tracking here. I've got a little circle for AM and a filled in circle for PM, so you can kind of see how my moods change throughout the days, and I really like doing that, and I'll probably move that into February as well. The next thing I have here is my fitness and health tracker. I did not do a good job of filling in all my macros for the day. I did count my water pretty well, and I did a pretty good job there. Did not run very often. Yoga with Adriene every single day was good, and gym at least once a week. So hoping to up that a little bit in February. Next, we have my first weekly spread for week 1. I decided to do a vertical design similar to something that you'd see maybe on Boho Berry. Week 2, I didn't have a lot of time, so I did something really quick for one page. So I did a running task list for the week, did a really quick schedule over here, and that was actually a really efficient way to do my week and worked for me for just that one week. Here I have a little quote from the Yoga with Adriene emails that she sent, and it was, believe you can and you're halfway there. My next week I did have a little more time to set things up, so I decided to do a week on 2 pages, with the left side being more scheduled, and a little overview of the month on the corner there. A little quote for MLK because MLK Day was on the 15th. And then here I had all my to-dos. It actually wasn't a lot of space for me, so you'll see in the following week I decided to give myself a little more space. I've got a little bit of a brain dump here. I have my Starbucks challenge and Safer Planner Con. Basically, I bought something I probably shouldn't have and decided that I was going to pay it back by not drinking Starbucks every single day. Or at least, cut back a little bit. And then I decided to go to PlannerCon in Burlingame or San Francisco 2018, and I got to save up for it a little bit. So I bought the tickets, and now I got to pay myself back here. And then my last week is actually my favorite week. I took a little bit of time to put this together, and I really like how it turned out. I have my schedule over here. And then I have a little box for this week and next week, things that I know I can accomplish at any point of the week, go here, and then things I know that are going to come up for next week. A little smoothie tracker for myself. I'm trying to drink a protein shake a day so that I have enough protein in my diet, and clearly I didn't do a good job there, but I think that's something I'll continue in my next spread. So I split up my days into personal and work. And then I have a meal plan on the right here, and a little box to say that I recorded it in my and a little box that says that I recorded it in my tracker in another page. So I really love this spread. I wanted to incorporate stickers this time, and so these stickers you see here are from Kina Prints. Most of these stamps you'll see in here are from Sweet Stamp Shop. This one right here, all these numbers and these little guys are all from Sweet Stamp Shop. And then anything you see that's kind of stenciled in, that's from Ink by Jang, and I'll kind of go over some of my supplies in another video. And then the back of that, I created a little game night spread. I have game nights pretty often with my friends, and so we often do boys versus girls, and decided, hey, it's time to keep track of that and see how much better girls are at games than boys. I have a couple YouTube ideas, don't look. All right, so this is my February spread, the beginning of my February spread. I plan to do a little bit of a month in review over here on this page. This whole spread is inspired by a little quote that I found by William Blake. The modest rose puts forth a thorn, the humble sheep a threatening horn, while the lily white shall in love delight, nor a thorn nor a threat stain her beauty bright. I think this poem's really cool because it kind of goes with the theme of self-love and self-care in February. Taking care of yourself is super important, and we often neglect that. Taking care of yourself is super important, and we often neglect that. And February is a month to kind of like ring it all back in and give yourself some love. So I have a little lily pad here, and you'll see that later on in future spreads. This month I decided to do a full calendar layout. I didn't flip back to my vertical layout as much as I wanted to, and honestly my brain just thinks this way, and so I decided I was going to do a regular calendar layout, and I think I'll have a little bit more space here too to put in all my appointments. So I have a little section here for this month for tasks and things, and a little section for next month for things that are coming up. These stamps down here and in other pages come from Ink by Jang as well. On this page I've got the same spread you saw earlier, which is my goals page. I have goals, actions I need to take in order to get those goals, and a reward. It's important to me that that reward isn't actually achieving that goal, that there's something else linked to it. And this is a concept that I learned through other bullet journalers and also through the Law of Attraction planner. So in here as well, I will set some intentions for myself and some skills and habits that I hope to learn, because I think that's really important to spend some time and self-development. I wanted to switch things up from my habit tracker. Again, these little stamps are from Ink by Jang. This will kind of put more focus on each individual habit rather than this like huge spread where you can kind of get lost, and I can think like, hey, did I drink coffee today? Did I have vitamins today? And just kind of put the focus on the habit and not so much, kind of ticking things off. So we'll see how this goes. I like how it turned out. It looks pretty, but I'm not sure, how it'll go. It's my first time doing it this way. So I'll let you know how it goes. Next, I have a little expense tracker. I didn't do this last month because I just totally forgot to do it, but I normally do this. Date, cost. This little heart means, do I share this with my fiance? The store I bought it at, and a description of what I bought. This is a little bit of a tracker of how I've been spending my money. Each square is about $5. And so, as I spend stuff up there, I can kind of mark it off down here and see where most of my funds are going. It's also a little bit of a budget tracker too. I don't want to spend too much, no more than, $200 on kind of home supplies and $200 on food outside of the home, and like no more than $200 on fun extracurricular activities. So this is kind of a tracker as well as a little budget for myself. Next I have here a sleep tracker. I didn't have this last month and I really regretted it. So here it is. My goal is to have 8 hours of sleep, clearly. I'm pretty good about it. I usually get to bed by 11:30 and get up by 7:30. But I really want to track that and kind of get myself on a regular sleep schedule. I also decided to put my mood tracker in the same page because that would allow me to kind of see as, hey, is my schedule kind of, my sleep schedule messing up with my mood for the day? And I'll do the same 2-dot system as I did in January, where I have a little circle for AM and a little filled in circle for PM. Next, I have my meal plan page. This is where I will pencil in what I have planned for meals and then kind of erase it and plug in what I actually ate. Hopefully I stick to what I plan. This fitness tracker is similar to the spread I had in January. I fixed it up a little bit with some things that I really wanted to track. So again, calories, proteins, carbs, fats, those are, you know, your macros. And I've got the protein shake that I said I wanted to track again. And then I calculated that I needed 3 32-ounce bottles of water a day. So I kind of filled that out. Again, the stencil comes from Ink by Jane. I wanted to list down my workouts here, the ones that I have at the gym. Tracking my yoga again. This month is a new schedule, so I want to make sure that I'm keeping up with things. And then I really want to run. I know that I'm not going to be running every single day, but I want to make it a point to run at least once a week, if not twice. So kind of giving myself a whole section just for running. And then here is the Yoga with Adriene Love Yourself February calendar. Basically, she comes out with a calendar every single month, and she gives you links to YouTube videos that you could follow along with. So I'm gonna put that list here, how many minutes it is, and whether I did that in the morning or the PM or at night. I have a brain dump page here. I thought this was really helpful. I've never done a brain dump page before, and I thought this last month I did a brain dump page, and I really liked it. So I decided to dedicate my little page for a brain dump. I don't mind the word brain dump. I feel like that's what happens. I mean, really just crap all over the page. So I'm not, I'm not offended by the word brain dump, but I know some folks are. And, if there's another word or, thing that you think that I could use for this page, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. But otherwise, I'm cool with brain dump. All right, and then I will begin my first week of February, last week of January spread. This will be in a plan with me coming up soon, and yeah, I hope you liked my February setup. Here it is again. I hope to be doing these at least once a week, a setup, a plan with me, a collections page, whatever. If there's anything you saw that as I was going through that you'd be interested in learning more about, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, thank you very much for tuning in, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!